go to the general. Late night television.
What would Jack do?
What would Jack do? That's what most of my decisions in life are based on. What would Shaquille O'Neal do?
Get some cut rate insurance and a big old pizza.
But tell us the value in working with a independent agency and some of the companies, or the number of companies that you can shop for your clients.
Yeah, so I mean, I do think there's a lot of value in having an independent agent. I have some friends who are direct writers, and I think they do a good job. They try and do what they can do, but they're limited. That's the only carrier they have, and we can tell you from working with multiple carriers that some companies occasionally get out of line on their pricing or just altogether aren't competitive. And so to be able to have options, we've got multiple carriers, total probably 15 plus carriers when we're talking about business and personal insurance combined. This market in particular, there's kind of no better time to be working with an independent agent who not only can review, like we talked about, our existing policies, but we have moved a number of clients, and it won't be just to save them $100. It's got to make sense to make a switch, but there's plenty of times that someone's just a better fit for them, can offer them better coverage, better price. So yeah, it's been very helpful.
Yeah, and another thing, not just rate wise, but when your family has changes, you have youthful drivers, kids start driving, or kids move out, or different changes, you move from one city to another, all these little things you don't think about, but one carrier might be a better fit than another for a certain combination of things that you have going on in your life. So that's another kind of trigger point where we would shop you around and make sure that we have you in the best spot for all of your policies.
Well, and again, personal example wise, I know that you've shopped our personal insurance, and then like our homeowners property casualty stuff is with one company. Certain companies are better with boats or snowmobiles or RVs or whatever it might be. So you might have a majority of your insurance with one carrier, but I'll say Progressive, right, is very good with boat coverage.
Yeah, we do write a lot of our toys, recreational vehicles with Progressive. And even more important than what carrier is to have them separate from your home. We don't want to have the exposure of your boat or your ATV on your homeowner's policy, because we're already dealing with high rates and high claims exposure on the home with the wind and hail. So keeping those items separate from your home is really important, and not something that a lot of people think about. Also, deductible wise, it usually is a better situation for that as well.
So you could pick, if you had a $2,500 deductible on your home and auto, $2,500 deductible on the snowmobile is completely different. I mean, they're getting expensive, but that's a quarter of the cost of the snowmobile. So you can pick a $500 deductible on your snowmobile policy, but have a $2,500 or $5,000 on your home to keep the premiums tamped down.
Right.
Sure.
And then if you had a claim on your snowmobile, it wouldn't be a homeowner's claim because it's not attached. In that case, it probably wouldn't be on your home, it'd be on your auto. But regardless, let's use a boat example. We scheduled your boat on the homeowner's policy versus having a separate boat policy. You wouldn't have a claim on your home.
Oh,
if you
I see. I don't think anybody knows I don't know that stuff. I call you and then you say do this, and I'm like, that sounds good.